All right. Okay. Now, so let us start. Here they gave us the files like open the file 1632 evidence.rft. Okay. All right. So now first we will do the evidence file. Okay. Now, okay. So now make sure your name, center number, candidate number will appear on every page of your evidence file in header. Okay, we will go to insert header. Okay, so it is right align. No, they did not mention anything, so yes, we will use this. Okay, your name, center number, and the candidate number. Done. All right. Okay, and save this document as a word processing document in your work area 1632 evidence followed with your name, center number, and candidate number. Okay, control C, file, save as. We'll go to our document. Okay, and we will save in a word file. Yeah, done. Now we don't need this. Okay, now let us start today's our main topic, which is spreadsheet. Okay, you are going to prepare a spreadsheet for the Goa Elephant Sanctuary to manage employees wages. Use the most efficient formulas. Okay, display all the currency values in Indian rupee. All right, and it should be in two decimal places, for example 12 INR. Okay, good. 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. Fine. Okay, use a suitable software package. Load the file 1632 sheet.csv. Okay, now we will go to our support file and then we will open the file sheet. All right. Yes, we got it, the sheet. Okay, next. Now save this file as a spreadsheet with name 1632 and your name, center number, candidate number. Okay, so here we need to understand, whenever we get a CSV file in your exams, you have to convert this file into a Excel workbook, so that you know whatever the functions and formulas you are applying, you can able to. Okay, now it is there in the task 2, it is clearly given. Spreadsheet. You are going to prepare a spreadsheet for a Goa Elephant Sanctuary to manage the employee wages. Okay, all right. Using the most efficient formulas, display all the formulas in Indian rupee. Here we need to understand that at the end of our paper, we have to make sure that all the currency, okay, the currency which we are going to use, okay, for the numbers, numerical values is Indian currency, and that must and should be in two decimal places. And they gave us a hint like 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. Okay, so that's why it is like, you know, we can understand here that, you know, it would be in a two decimal places. All right, use a suitable software package. Load the file 1632 sheet.csv. all right, now I will go to support file. I will open sheet. Okay, good, fine. Now save the file, save the spreadsheet. Okay, with the file name 1632. Okay, and with your name, center number, and candidate number. Okay, file, save as. Our support file folder we will go, and then we will change to CSV file to workbook first, and then 1632 with your name, center number, and the candidate number. Okay, and we have to change the format from CSV comma separated value comma deleted file. Okay, we have those format actually are the text format of the Excel sheet. Okay, we have to convert that format so that we can able to apply the functions and the formulas. Now we will make we will convert the file into an Excel workbook and then save. Okay, here the first step you have to do is to organize your data. All right, so in between you need to select the file and click in between A and B column. Insert a two new rows. Okay, insert a two new rows between row 12 and 13. Okay, 1 2 done. Okay, in cell A14 enter the title called Goa Elephant Sanctuary. Okay, okay, we're done. Now merge the cell A14 to H14. Okay, A14 to H14. Okay, sorry, we have to do paste here, A14 to H14, merchant center. Okay, format the cell so that the text in center is center align. Yeah, we did center align. Okay, with black. Okay, align with a black and 24 point and serif font. Okay, right, so we'll change the color of the text and it should be 24 points. Good. Make the content of make the contents of cell in row 1, 15 and 16 also bold and italic. 1, 2, control B and control I. Okay, 15 and 16 also control B and control I. Okay, so here in question 4 they said it make as a serif. Okay, let me tell you, serif is Times New Roman and sans serif is Arial. Okay, we use these two fonts. So now here, so I have what they are asking here, serif font, so Times New Roman. Done. Next, in cell D enter a function lookup. Okay, from the external file 1632 jobs to get the value of job description, okay, of the employees. Okay, to find the values of, okay, to find generally like the job description of the given employees. Okay, so we will do now. Okay, so we will go here and we will open the file called 1632 jobs. Yep. Okay, we will arrange this file. Now, so before we go ahead with the function VLOOKUP, here we need to understand actually, VLOOKUP work with number of parameters. Okay, there are total 4 parameters. Okay, 4 parameter is, okay, we have parameter 2. Here is the table array. Parameter 3 is our column index number. And parameter 4 is Boolean value, true and false. Okay, here we need to understand whenever, like when you are dealing with a data which is numeric, okay, so please use 1. And if you are dealing with a number, okay, or a text, okay, if you are dealing with text, so please use the boolean value as a 0. Okay, so here this is very important for you students to understand. VLOOKUP, okay, and generally HLOOKUP work on these parameters only. Okay, so first value will be considered as a lookup value, second value we will say call it as a table array, third the column index number, and fourth is the true and false. So VLOOKUP means a vertical lookup and HLOOKUP means an horizontal lookup. Okay, so now here if you see in this sheet we have job code but we don't have job description. Now here in the external sheet we can clearly see we have a job code and also we have job description. Now this job description we would like to see here, okay, in this sheet. Okay, now what I will do, equal to VLOOKUP. Okay, so here we can use job code as a lookup value, comma, alt tab. Please use alt tab as a shortcut command to switch the window, comma, table array. Now table array means here I selected all the values which is given in the table 1632 job. Okay, table array, comma. Now we will try to find out the job description in which column. So we can see the job description is in B, so it is in column number 2, comma. Now hence we are dealing with text values, so we can use 0, okay, which is in true value, and close the bracket and enter. So SD means Sanchari director. Okay, so we got the first value with the help of VLOOKUP, okay, of the job description. Now let's move to the next question. In cell E17 enter a function, okay, enter a function which is lookup again to find the pay grade. Okay, the table which we are going to use is pay rate of the employee. So here we, in this table only, we can able to see both the tables, table 1 and table 2. So this pay table we can use to find the value of annual salary of an employee. Okay, multiply this by value with a work column. All right, okay, so first we need to find the value of pay rate. Okay, equals to VLOOKUP again, lookup value. Yes, here we have pay grade, here also we have pay grade. Yes, pay grade can be our lookup value, comma, table array. Yes, table array, we selected the table, the values, comma, the value is in B. Okay, the pay rate value is in B, so definitely we use, okay, we'll use 2 because the column number is 2, comma, hence we are dealing with an integer numbers. Okay, so 1, close. Okay, so the data, please remember, okay, whenever you are dealing with a numerical data, so please put 1, and when you are dealing with text data, then please use the boolean value as a 0. Okay, so now here, but there is a small problem. Okay, if you see this table, okay, after B12, it might be possible that the VLOOKUP will continuously taking the values from the given below given row, okay, which is pay grade. So you might encounter with an error. Okay, so do one thing, we have to freeze the table. Okay, we used to freeze the table, okay, and that freezing we will call it as an absolute reference, okay, in Excel. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just simply click, okay, Fn plus F4, okay, to the cell A, and now I'm going to freeze the column B also, Fn plus F4. Okay, Fn plus F4 I use here, so to freeze the table. Now the table got freeze and enter. Yeah, here we got the value of annual salary too. Now let's go to the next question. In cell G17, enter a formula to display full time if the worker column contain 1, not started if the worker column contains 0, and part time if not 0 and not 1. Okay, what we understood here. Okay, we have three categories. One is full time, and second is not started, and third we have part time. Okay, we have three different type of workers, those who are working in an industry. Okay, one is the full time, second is the not started, third is the part time. Okay, for every worker, okay, with respect to their job description or the working pattern, okay, there are codes. Example, for full time the code is 1, and for not started, if the work column contains 0, okay, they join the company but not yet started. And the people, those who are working, they are not 0 not 1 means less than 0. Okay, so we use less than 1. Okay. Now in this question we are going to use a if function, okay, to find out the value. Equal to if work column contain 1, then we will call this type of employees are full-time employees, comma, again I am using if work column contain 0, okay, work column contains 0, then we will say they are the not started employees. They joined the company but not yet started. And last but not least is less than 1, means they are not 0 not 1, means the okay 0 0.1 0, 0 0.1 0 0.2, the values will be in between till 0 0.1 to 0 0.9. Okay, so for those employees, yes, we can say they are part-time employees. Okay, now again if contain less than 1, then this will be called it as part-time, otherwise empty. Okay, so now we open the bracket 3 times, we open the function of if 1 2 3, now close with 3 times and enter. So here you see we got the value of, now if contain 1 it's a full time. Okay, now let me do the flash fill. Okay, 0 0.6 is a part time, less than 1. Okay, do we have any 0? Yeah, we have 0 here, which is not started. It means the function which we done just now, it is correct. All right, now let's go to the next question. Replicate the formula entered. Okay, so here we will replicate, but here if you see in this question they ask us to multiply. In the question number 7, if you find the pay grade, we need to multiply this with the work column. So now here after VLOOKUP into work column. So now all the formulas are done. So now we need to, okay, in cell H17 enter a formula to calculate the weekly wages. Okay, before we replicate all the formulas, let me find out the weekly wages. Okay, enter in cell H17. Now we are going to calculate the weekly wages. Now 1 year they already gave us a hint. Okay, 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa, 1 year is equal to 52. Do it. Okay, so here we have equal to, okay, annual salary divided by 52 weeks and enter. So bingo. So now here we got our value. Okay, and it should be round down to the nearest paisa. Okay, so which is round down to 2-digit number. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use the round down function to bring comma 2. Okay, the value is round down to the nearest to the 2-digit number. Okay, we got it. Replicate the formula entered in step 6, 7, 8, 9 for each employee. Okay, replicate. We are doing flash fill. We are doing here also flash filling all the data, replicating the data and flash fill done. I got all the values. Okay, in cell H48, enter a function to add the total weekly wages in H48. Okay, here I have H48 equal to sum. Okay, for total we are going to use the function sum and enter. Okay, so here we got the total. Got it. Next, apply the appropriate formatting to all the cell. Okay, now we done. I hope you understood how we use the VLOOKUP function. Please follow this method. Okay, you need to remember all these 4 parameters when you use VLOOKUP function. Okay, we don't need this anymore. Okay, sort the weekly wages into an ascending order of annual salary, then the descending order of the job. Now we'll apply the filter. If this function is not working, apply the filter. Now go here and sort to descending. Now next, annual salary should be ascending order. Annual salary will be in ascending order. Okay, we got it. Now we have next job description. Okay, descending order of annual salary. Okay, descending order of annual salary, then ascending order of job description. Okay, job description. Now we will do A to C. Yep. So now here we got the job description A to Z. Save and print the spreadsheet showing the formulas. Okay, here we are going to use a function called control plus tilde key to see our spreadsheet in a formula view. Okay, so control, we are going to use the command control plus tilde key. Okay, so if you wanted to use, yes, you can use the normal sheet. Again, control plus tilde key will take back you to the normal view. So in exam, it is very important to understand that, like, you have to take printouts in both, like, in many times they will ask you to take the printout of the spreadsheet showing the formulas. Okay, so you have to careful, okay, and take the printout. Control plus tilde key is the shortcut command to see the formula views of the spreadsheet. Then it should be your name, center number, candidate number, okay, are entered in an appropriate place of your spreadsheet. Okay, all right, so we'll go to insert and then we go to header and footer. Here we will apply your name ABC, center number IN123, candidate number is 1234. All right, and then it should be in landscape. Okay, so now we close. Okay, we go back to the normal view. Okay, file, we can go to control P. Okay, and orientation should be landscape. Okay, and then the row and column heading are displayed. Okay, so for this we will go to our printer setup, which is a page setup, and then you need to click on a sheet and click on row and column heading. See, so once you click there, you can able to find the all rows and column numbering. All the content of the cell should be fully visible. Yes, so in that case we can also do one thing. We can fit this whole spreadsheet into a one page so that all the data and the content will be fully visible. Now print out the document. Done. So now print the spreadsheet with only values. Okay, so this control plus tilde key. Okay, control plus tilde key, this is the formula view, and control plus tilde key is the value. Okay, you can take the printout of your document. Next, change the data so that Orujit Datta work is 0.6 a week. Orujit Datta, control F, control V. We will try to find out where is the entry of Orujit Datta. Okay, control V. Fine. So here we go. So now Orujit Datta, we need to change his work pattern to 0.6. 0.6 enter. All right, next, Rajul Ranga work for full time. Okay, control F, R A J U L, Rajul. Okay, we got Rajul Venkatesh, and then but we are looking for what? Rajul Ranga. Okay, so sorry, R U J U L, J U L. Okay, Rajul Ranga. Okay, Rajul Ranga is what they said here. They said he's a full-time employee, and for a full-time employee the code is 1. Okay, so now we'll make sure Rajul Ranga also 1 and done. Got it. Next, Pravar Subramaniam 0.8. Okay, so now we'll try to convert Pravar Subramaniam Pravesh Subramaniam, Pravar Subramaniam. Here we found, and his value is 0.8. Power is 0.8. Enter. So now we got this value too. Now save and print out the spreadsheet. Make sure that the print should be fit in a single page and content of all the cells are clearly visible. All right, so thank you very much. So we're done with all the tasks. Okay, make sure dear students, I would like to give you a message. Make sure while taking a printout, you have to use the shortcut command called control plus tilde key. Okay, control tilde key will take you to the formula view. Okay, once you go to the formula view, please arrange the document in a proper way. Okay, so that it will be fit in a one window. Control P. Yep, here it is fit in a one window. And then if you press control plus tilde key, again control P, you can see your document will be clearly visible. Okay, I hope you enjoy the session. Okay, I hope you enjoy the learning. We will continue, we'll post more videos. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you then.